All this talk about food has got me hungry. Let's see what the Foodie Award winner for Newcomer of the Year, Dove Cote Brasserie, has to offer. So tell us about the Dove Cote menu before we get started here.
Well, welcome to the Dove Cote kitchen. Our menu is French inspired. We take a lot of classic dishes, put our kind of twist on it.
So what are you going to be cooking for us today?
Well, an example of what I was just talking about, where we took a classic French dish, which is called bouillabaisse. You know, it's a fish stew. Depending on kind of where you come from in the Mediterranean, you can kind of have a different version of that. So that's what we're going to work on today. So I'm going to walk you through our version of it.
Okay.
Some of the ingredients that we have here: some mussels, clams, octopus, shrimp. You know, in southern France, you find things like fennel, tomatoes, you know, basil, parsley, and so on. So we've put some vegetables in here as well.
Beautiful.
I don't want to say the star of the show, but it's all about the broth of the soup. And so in our case, we make this with a lot of the things I just talked about. And we're going to take some of our actual bouillabaisse liquid. We're going to put actually a couple drops of water because this is going to steam as well. And all we're trying to do is gently warm the shellfish as well as the vegetables. And then we got our fennel, carrots, tomatoes.
And look at that color.
We have our shellfish here that's steamed through. We got our vegetables, and now we're going to go ahead and start cooking our haddock. We'll season our fish lightly with a little bit of salt, and we'll get a nice sear on that.
Yeah.
Add a little bit of butter.
That's what I like.
Let that butter brown. We'll go ahead and get our fish flipped. And now we'll go ahead and baste our fish. It's got nice texture to it. We'll turn kind of flaky.
Look at that.
All right.
So we're really close to the end. What's next?
We're going to start right here. I have crab salad. So all this is really is crab, garlic, mayonnaise, and a little bit of herb. And then we'll go ahead and take our vegetables, fennel, 2 pieces of that. We have some purple carrot, and then we have some oven-dried tomatoes. We're just going to start with our shellfish and kind of just keep building this up. We got some octopus and clams, and we have our roasted haddock. Something that is almost always seen in a bouillabaisse is a crostini, and it has what is called in French a rouille, which is a fancy way of saying garlic mayonnaise. So we're going to put that right off into the side here, and then we're going to take our saffron scented bouillabaisse broth, or our fish stew. Just give it a little bit of a buzz to make sure it's emulsified. And because this is a stew, this isn't just like a drizzle of a sauce around. We really want to get some of the broth in there, and then we're going to garnish that with a little bit of crispy parsley. And that is going to do it after one last thing. little drizzle.
Always a little more.
Gotta have lots of olive oil.
And voila.
And that is it. I swear that's it.
Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. All right, I'm going for it.
Go for it.
That's really good. Very light, like you said.
Yeah, it's meant to be. A lot going on in there, but very, very light, not too heavy.
That's so good. Thank you so much, Chef Miller. It's a pleasure. Thank you for having us here in your kitchen, and thank you so much for joining us for exploring Central Florida dining on Orlando Sentinel Snapshot. It's been a pleasure, and we'll see you next time.